There's this friendly rivalry between authors and screenwriters that I've always found fascinating. So authors will say screenwriters are overly formulaic, and that is their big problem, that their storytelling is contrived and fits from too predictable of a format. Screenwriters have to write using only the description of actions and dialogue. So as a screenwriter, we don't get to use emotions. And by the way, I'm both an author and a screenwriter, so I like to say this rivalry is friendly. And I like to use concepts from both sides. Now, screenwriters will say about authors that they're undisciplined because they don't have a time limit or a budget limit really on how much of a story they can tell. If they want to kind of what we would call in screenwriting world, take a trip to the zoo and go on too long in a specific story, they have the leeway to do that. Where in film world, we do not, because we're on such tight budgets and tight timelines. So that's the rivalry. Authors say screenwriters are too formulaic. Screenwriters say authors get to be too free, maybe we should say, if we're being diplomatic, too free, or maybe get to be even, I'm trying to think of a good word. Let's say free, let's say less disciplined, less selective perhaps about how long each of their plot twists or subplots can go on. But taking the best of the both worlds, which is what I would like to do, is and what I do with my clients, is knowing when to, and keeping an eye on what is absolutely necessary in a given story, chapter, or scene, whether fiction or nonfiction. And taking the best from the author's world, it is really giving yourself that chance to explore and maybe expanding on things, because in author's worlds you get to use emotions and descriptions and things that in the screenwriting world we don't get to use as much. So both have merit, both have value, although if you put purely a screenwriter and purely an author in a room, they may disagree on that. But now you're in the know about that rivalry.